Alright guys, I'm coming at you with another build. This build is the one I used before the Gambler build that I'm using now. This one I call the Ghostbuster because of the stream rifle. But alright, let's get right into it. Okay, so this particular one, I'm using a submachine gun with Song of Swords damage boost. And I'm using the beam rifle with the Breath of the Desert radiation balls. Same axe, spirit axe to build up mod power. Using the radiant helmet and radiant greaves that gives me the crit chance and damage, stacking up to 10 times. Crit hits increase that. And the Night Stalker jacket, 7% weak spot damage when you're 15 meters away. Using the same ring devouring loop, but in this one I'm using the Hunter's Band, which also increases weak spot damage by 25% when farther than 15 meters, and the Storm Amulet for elemental damage for the beam rifle, which is radiation with radiation balls. Pretty basic. If you've watched the last video for the Gambler build, traits are the same. I mean, all the damage perk traits are the ones you want. I mean, they're pretty easy to fill up, so fill them up when you can. Get them all done. Alright, let me show you this real quick. Give you a little example of what it's all about. Let's build up our mods real quick. I should be using the axe. It builds up both. The axe builds up both weapons that are holstered, so it's really nice. Look at that, it's already done. And I got my 2 balls. Used to be 3 balls, and they used to charge faster, but they just put a nerf on that on the last couple days. Still super strong though. Great for ad control and DPS and bosses. It's pretty much this is a really an all-around good build, especially if you like to run and gun. Just pretty much unload on shit. Could use Hunter's Mark here too instead of this. Let's see the big guy here. All right, about that. Get him to come. Already built one up. Boom, he's dead. This one you don't. I mean, it helps to hit crit shots and weak point shots, but you don't have to, because the longer you keep this rifle on a target, the beam, it increases the damage dealt. But on bosses, on slower, bigger enemies, it's very easy to find those spots and keep it on there for those crits where you're gonna proc those rings and everything. But I mean, this thing is really strong as well. Doesn't hit as hard as the Gambler build, but it's also not one-shot weapons. Alright guys, I'll be posting up a melee build that I put together. It's actually pretty cool. It's good damage resistance and health regeneration with a little bit of a leeching build, so when you're tanking you can kind of keep your health up and take that damage. Only wish there was some way to aggro enemies to you on this so you can be the tank for your team, which I haven't found a way to do that yet, but as soon as I do, there'll be a build for that too. Alright, check out my other builds and the other videos I have posted on Remnants. Like them if you don't. If you need a comment or you want to see anything else, you have any questions, just put it in the comments. Thanks guys.